Just the back and forth momentum swap, but there's a big rock. Here comes Romero, but a pull counter.
There we go. We have a champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty, so Robert Whittaker is set off to fight against Ikram Aliskerov on short notice this weekend. Now, in the off chance that somehow Robert Whittaker loses, I'll be a very, very sad man. It would really, truly ruin my day, because this Robert Whittaker, there's the version of him in game now that's his quote-unquote prime edition, and then there's this one which is the chin stat isn't the greatest. His recovery is pretty decent, but everything else is relatively good. Obviously his high kicks are solid, and we already know what Robert Whittaker does extremely well. And honestly, I do see him TKOing or KOing, straight up KOing Ikram at least in round 2 or round 3. Oh, for fuck's sake. Or, you know, we're going to sit here and brawl with Dricus du Plessis. Like, that's a smart idea. Okay. But anywho, a couple things with Robert Whittaker. I think that, one, for one thing, for starters, his performance against Paulo Costa was super solid, because that was the best Costa that we had seen in a while. Much better than the Costa that we had seen against Sean Strickland, that's for sure. Don't know what ended up happening where they ended up showing too much respect to each other in their fights. And I threw a high kick. I'm putting this guy in the fight. Like, I'm making this fight harder on myself than I should. Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my Lord, bro. I'm getting UFC 3 flashbacks. That's twice. See, this is what I be talking about. Sometimes I don't need to throw the high kick, right? I don't need to, but that's what Robert loves. He loves them damn high kicks. But if there's anything that, speaking of high kicks, Robert Whittaker against Ikram Aliskerov, I was watching a lot of footage on Ikram Aliskerov, and part of it was because if he does beat Robert Whittaker, then he'll probably get rush added to the game, because that would be a huge win to get. So I was already working on like some stats and whatnot, but I kept certain things in the health department, not like pretty much like average. Not because he got finished by Khamzat Chimaev. That's not one reason why I gave that. I mean, it's part of it, but that was like a beautiful uppercut counter from Khamzat Chimaev that knocked out Ikram Aliskerov. Rather, it is more so the way that I see him take certain shots. Also, certain things with his footwork. Oh, come on. Certain things with his footwork where he kind of takes himself out of position. He takes a little bit of time to reset himself. And every single time that he's gotten hit in those positions, he tends to get stunned pretty hard. So when I was doing some ratings and whatnot, I was pretty much having him in the flush, average 90, 91 game. If he ends up outclassing Robert, then obviously that's going to end up changing. But I don't think he's going to have... I really don't think he should be Robert Whittaker. Oh, fuck. I really don't think that he should beat Robert Whittaker. I know he's a combat sambo world champion. I know all that stuff. I know his skill set on the ground is legit. And I can't help but be horrified at the thought of something similar. Like, we're fighting Dricus du Plessis. And what happened in that fight? Dricus du Plessis was losing the first 3 minutes of the fight. He ended up getting a hip toss. And it wasn't like a regular... It wasn't like the super immaculate, well set up hip toss. It was a fucking hip toss. And that was all he needed to get on top, threaten Robert Whittaker with some darces, and start destroying like Robert on the ground with elbows. And you could tell he was visibly affected by that, because then when he was able to get up, he was a little bit wobbly. And then heading into round 2, just think of it like in game when you put somebody inside saddle and you just absolutely shred their head health. That was pretty much what happened to Robert Whittaker against Dricus du Plessis. So we're trying to fight for our life. Oh, come on. That backstep should have worked. So I don't want something like that to happen to Robert Whittaker. I really think that he's like top 3 in terms of greatest middleweights of all time. Just his resume in the division speaks for itself. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I've been catching on. I'm starting to realize that the rear hand counter, I might have to just save it for when they only throw it off the rear hand. Because trying to duck counter, like after, when they're just leading with the lead hand, it almost seems like I get lined up by their rear hand every single time, and it's getting me in trouble. There we go. I want to throw a fucking 1-2 head kick. Yeah, I could have chained that. No. Yeah, let me know. Let me know what you know, I don't want to even curse Robert. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to... Maybe I'll have this be like before the fight type of thing. Because I don't want to inadvertently curse my boy Robert. I'm very superstitious. Oh, but no, please. There we go. I'm very superstitious in that regard. Like, if the fighter I want to win, if I upload a showcase on them, they end up losing. Go, keep pressing. Oh, man. Here we go, power through. We got him fenced up, but we're going to be super smart. Let's shoot a takedown. So the single leg is Robert Whittaker's best. Like, his best shot is that single leg. His single leg is super, super clean. He does have a nice reactive double, but I'd argue that his single leg has a lot more variety. And part of why it has so much variety is that he dips really well with the... What the fuck? How did I lose that much? Anywho, EA Sports. Anywho, excuse me. He dips really well off of that lead, like his lead shoulder disguises his lead oblique kick really well. Disguises like his level changes really well. He jabs at the chest super well. So his single leg, especially when his opponent is also an orthodox fighter, it works pretty well. Like he can transition off of that to the back, but especially if his opponent is southpaw. If his opponent is southpaw too, he could take that too. And I tell y'all, like, it wouldn't surprise me to see Robert Whittaker grapple if he needs to. I really, man, oh, he's starting to use stiff arm retreat. I really feel confident in Robert, bro. I really, I feel like super confident after this stuff. After seeing what I was seeing when working on Homeboy's moveset. There we go. There we go. I feel like Robert's gonna knock him out, but yeah, fights are gonna be on. I'm gonna go stream Elden Ring. That's what I'll do. I'll go stream some Elden Ring. Go watch the fights. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Well, Robert. So we got cooked by Rolana. We got cooked by Rolana. We're playing the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. So we'll see when we beat her, because she absolutely cooked us. We were this close to beating her. But if you guys go and watch that stream back, y'all can tell I was super, super excited because Robert Whittaker got himself a round 1 KO. I was super, super excited. And it was I had the fights on to the right side of me where my laptop is. And I was watching it while I'm like trying to go to the boss fight. And I'm like, I believe. There we go. We'll shoot takedown. Because I want to talk a little bit more. And Robert, it was crazy. Like, I was watching it. Like, okay, I'm seeing like how he's kind of like waiting around. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, Robert, do not wait on this guy. Like, don't give this guy any chance to breathe where he can close the distance, get in, start to like implement any type of grappling. I wanted Robert to start off right away with all his counters to discourage him. He feinted really well. I couldn't really see. I think he got like a reaction with Askarov's lead leg. And he noticed it like when he feinted like real low. So then he stepped in, feinted, saw that lead leg come up because I think he had thrown a high kick or attempted to throw like a high kick or body kick. Stepped him real hard with the left, stunned him with the right, then went for the good old 1-2 head kick, that 1-2 head kick or 1-2 ducking roundhouse that, you know, Robert loves so much. And he ended up stunning him and then finishing him in round 1. So that was really, really, really just it's something special, bro. It's like I see Aldo win, then see Whittaker win. It's good. It's good. But I don't know what's gonna be next for Robert Whittaker. There's just he's just a mainstay in the division, and they did recently announce that Israel Adesanya versus Dricus du Plessis is going to be a thing. Which y'all know I'm a big fan of Israel Adesanya, but I didn't think that. I guess it's because of the storyline and the history between the two. I understand why the UFC went in that direction. However, I definitely think that they should have done Strickland versus Adesanya. Even though like the Paulo Costa performance, Strickland was the one that was really trying to initiate the fight in the first place. So we're talking about the middleweight division, so let's talk about it. Like, I'll give Strickland shit when I need to. Obviously, like I talk about finishing instinct or doing what you need to do. Oh, for fuck's sake! But he knows what he needs to do to win. And Paulo Costa just had a super, super bizarre, disappointing performance to the point where I don't even think I would showcase Paulo Costa again unless he wins a fight. Like, that's how it's at that point. So, Robert Whittaker, we just don't know. We just don't know. They already beat Costa. Are they going to book Sean Strickland versus Robert Whittaker? I could see that. I could see that. In the meantime, that could be a great fight. Boatan, he's no longer in middleweight. He's in light heavyweight now. Won't see him for a while. There's another thing, too. Speaking of middleweight, there was another middleweight fight on the card that shouldn't have been a middleweight fight, and we're going to talk about Kelvin Gastelum. Kelvin Gastelum, a month prior to his fight against Daniel Rodriguez, had a shit on YouTube. Had this shit on YouTube called Missing Weight with Kelvin Gastelum. I'm not bullshitting y'all. I'm telling y'all the truth. I posted it on my Twitter. It's on his YouTube channel. And este tipo, este desgraciado, was eating tacos. Like, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. He was eating tacos. Soda. Like drinking soda. All the unhealthy stuff that you just don't have that stuff in your, oh my God. You don't have that stuff in your body. When you're in the middle of a camp and you know that you've struggled with making weight, especially going down to 170. You made 170 before, and then to then fight at middleweight. And here's a kicker, right? Here's a kicker. He waited until Thursday to tell Daniel Rodriguez. Waited until Thursday that he wouldn't make weight. I guarantee you, he was already, and I was saying this too. When I was streaming on Elden Ring, like he was already probably like 180, little 10 pounds over, all comfortable training at the weight, and then waited till D-Raw, hey, by the way, I'm gonna go and not make weight. Sorry, I'll give you my fight purse or whatever the hell. And it's really, really messed up because those of you who grapple, you guys are, woo, Lord, hold on. I'll get my bearings back together. Ho ho, ho ho. All right, Botan, I see you. Okay. Botan pulling on pressure, but we staying calm. We staying calm in the pressure of Botan. Anywho, those of you who cut weight, y'all guys know like that final stretch of the cutting weight it's really, really difficult. And then for somebody that doesn't have to cut the weight, that like decides, oh, I'm not gonna cut the weight, and now you've done the work, so you're already gonna receive like the penalties of said cutting weight, and you're not adjusted to training, like you putting on all this extra weight in a short period of time where you didn't think you were gonna be competing and training at that weight. Of course, you had to land a 1-2 head kick and a ducking round. That's why not. Huh. Yeah, I just don't think what Kelvin Gastelum did was cool. Neither do I think the way he was on the mic after saying he's a company man, he loves the UFC. I guarantee you Dana wasn't going to be happy with that because he missed weight like how many times? Like 3 times now? And fucking Kelvin Gastelum should delete that shit off his YouTube channel. Should delete that missing weight with Kelvin Gastelum. Like, come on, bro. And that was an opponent of Robert Whittaker's. That was an opponent. He beat Kelvin very, very handedly. Beat Kelvin very, very handedly. So I had to rant a little bit about Kelvin because I was very disappointed. I know I like him as a 4-star fighter. Yeah, I know I root for the guy occasionally, but still, it's just can't be doing that stuff. Can't be doing that stuff. Yeah, I think that the UFC. Oh, come on! No way. No. Oh, my Lord. Nobody is doing that. Get off me. Shoot a single leg when you're on one leg, and then you're going to put me in fucking single under. EA Sports. Fix your damn grappling. Fix these damn takedown entries. I love it when they're consistent. I love it when they're consistent, when it makes sense, but I don't like that shit. Show me Robert Whittaker getting denied on a damn single leg and then getting put in single under and eating 3-4 knees. You're not going to find that. You're going to be super freaking gassed. Super gassed. Let anybody move you around like that in a single under position and land more than one big knee. It's just not going to happen. I hate that damn position. I've been hating it since 4. And I will continue to voice my hatred for the dominant single under position until EA does some shit about it. Hello. Oh, come on. Yeah, at least there was no nonsense like this for Robert Whittaker to deal with in this fight. What? Man, in this game, don't stop trying to motherfucking play with me. Trying to make me have a hard time with Robert. Do you not understand that Robert Whittaker is coming off a huge victory? And EA Sports is trying to fold me? You trying to fold me? It's not what we do with Bobby. With Bobby Knuckles. He said so many nicknames. The Reaper. Bobby Knuckles. Come on. Come on. And we're going to give you a hip toss. Just in case y'all forgot. He has that from the single under position. There we go. I'm going to make that into more of a body lock position. We'll let you get out. We'll let you get out. Come here. Look at the stamina. Oh. Oh, my cross. Boy, if you don't stop playing with me. Fucking important. He's going to duck. Yep. Stone bows. Gonna slip right after. Ay, important. You know, Portan is like, he's like UFC 4 Conor almost to an extent now. Because, god damn, bro, he got that power on him. And he has, like, devastating kicks. So, actually, it's going to be worse. I thought he was on slip, so I tried to throw out little double hooks. You want to backstep that? Punch. Punch. Let's take him down. There we go. Now that one. So you can go to crucifix. Of course. Of course. Alright, y'all. We'll call it showcase right there. Round 17. Thank God Bobby Knuckles won. Much love. Take care. Hope you guys enjoyed the showcase. I'm out of here.